Melania Trump seemed thrilled to be living the chilly weather in Washington, D.C. this afternoon, beaming for the cameras as she left for Florida. The First Lady, 54, flashed a grin at photographers and held her husband's hand as the couple walked out from the White House to a waiting helicopter on Friday. They were trailed by their 12-year-old son Barron and told photographers that they were headed to Mar-a-Lago. It's sure to be an exciting trip for the family, as they haven't all been together in Mar-a-Lago since last year. Melania and Barron had flown there briefly in December ahead of Christmas and New Year's, but flew back once it became clear that the government shutdown wasn't ending anytime soon. The president hasn't been at all in 2019 or since the beginning of the shutdown, with the family spending Christmas in D.C. facing the cold for the last time in a few days. Melania went fully monochrome for the outing, bundling up in a light brown coat by Roxanda that reached down to her knees and retailed for a whopping $3,875. She paired it with matching brown boots with tall heels, a $1,625 pair by designed Gianvito Rossi, but skipped the gloves despite temperatures dipping into the low 20s. She didn't wear a hat, either, instead showing off her long, styled locks and perfectly done makeup. For a single pop of color, she toted a red Hermes bag in one manicured hand, while the other was tucked inside her husband's grip. The couple was joined by their son, Barron, who at just 12 years old is nearly as tall as his father, whose doctor said he is 6'3". Barron was bundled up in a red puffer coat and barely reacted to the press and photographers outside. Luckily, any snow on the pathways at the White House had been cleared for their departure, so the family had an easy walk to board the plane. But at Andrews Air Force Base, where they boarded Air Force One, it was a snowwire scene, with a dusting of snow and salt on the ground. It's not yet known whether they'll be joined by the rest of the family. Earlier this morning, Ivanka, 37, looked stone-faced as she left her home, heading straight for her Secret Service SUV. Though she often allows photographers a glimpse of her outfit of the day, she was in more of a hurry this morning, though that may have been because it was incredibly cold. While most people on the East Coast have spent the week bundled up in puffy coats and fur hoods, Ivanka was less layered as she left her home on Friday. The White House senior advisor opted for light herringbone coat, which she wore over a cream turtleneck. Ivanka pulled the outfit together with a black belt that cinched her waist. She wore her long blonde hair loose around her shoulders, and she had a bronzed glow, despite it being in the middle of the winter. Ivanka was later seen attending a meeting on fighting human trafficking on the southern border in the cabinet room of the White House.